Labienus interito Sabinae et caede cohortium cognita, cum omnes ad eum treviorum copiae veniscent, veritus si ex hibernis fugae similem profectionem fecissent, ut hostium impetum sustinere posset, praesertum quos recenti victoria etheri sciret. Literis Caesare remitted. Okay, we will hold off there because this is a long sentence and I'm worried he will freak out. Obviously the subject is Labienus, and then we've got an ablative absolute here. So here's one ablative, here's another ablative, and then here's the participle that governs them. Genitive noun there, genitive noun there. So we're still waiting to see what Labienus did. But before we know that, we've got this cum clause. Since subject of the cum clause is omnes copiae, and then Treviorum describes them. Since all the troops of the Treveri people had come to him, and I don't think they came in peace. They were probably looking kind of aggressive, so since they all showed up grumpy looking, we're still waiting to see what Labienus did. But before we know for sure, we do have this participle, veritus. Ooh, that's from verior. This is a fearing clause participle, and it is modifying Labienus. So he was worried about something. He was worried about if this condition happened, if what? Ex hibernis, from the winter quarters. Similem profectionem is your direct object. Fugae, of course, modifies it. So if he had made, which he didn't because he knew better by now. So if he had made a similar setting out of escape, i.e., if he tried to pull a Sabinus out of the winter quarters, he was worried. What was he worried? I wonder. But before we talk about what he worried about, make sure you remember that if you have a fearing clause with an ut, you worry that something is not going to happen. If you have fearing clause with nay, you worry that something is going to happen. But since this is a fearing that something's not going to happen, what is this saying that's not, he's worried won't happen? Let's see, we've got a direct object, the attack of the enemies. Oh, he worries that he wouldn't be able to sustain it. And then Caesar kind of gives us reasons why Labienus is thinking this, especially because he knew this indirect statement, quos, that those guys, the enemies, we've got a passive infinitive, were etheri by this ablative, right? The enemy was in a particularly good mood, so they were probably all puffed up because of this recent victory. So this is why Labienus was afraid, and so here's the main verb that says what Labienus really does. He sends this direct object to Caesar. Wow, so that was a really big part. Labienus sent letters to Caesar. All the stuff in between explains how and why. Okay, so we'll keep going. Quanto cum periculo legionem ex hibernis edicturus esset. So he sends letters explaining an indirect question, and we know that because quanto is a QU, a question word, with how much danger, and then here's the direct object, prepositional phrase, with how much danger he would lead the legion out of the winter quarters. So that is your indirect question, talking about the letters that he sent to Caesar. Rem gestam in eburonibus prescribit. So he talks about this direct object in this prepositional phrase. Docet omnes equitatus peditatusque copias treverorum tria milia passuum longe ab suis castris concedisse. Okay, he explains that all these guys, let's see, all the cavalry and the foot soldiers and the troops of the Trevii, how far away? About this far from his camps. He shows that all those people had done this. So this is one ginormous indirect statement. Let's highlight that so you can see it. He shows all this stuff. He explains all these reasons to Caesar. That's why I can't come help you, because I'm worried that I'm going to pull a Sabinus and it's not going to go well.